Be the change. Be the change. If you are here, I suppose that your soul is yearning for freedom. Your soul is yearning for authenticity, the ability to just be yourself wherever you go. By being here, I suppose your soul is looking for a way out of the ego, like a way to break through the shield of the ego. You can say every single person on planet Earth, we have like our soul, and then we have this shield of an ego that we made throughout our years here on planet Earth so that we can feel safe. And with everything that is not authentic, not natural, not the way it's supposed to be, um, like if you start taking medication for an illness, eventually it becomes the problem. It's the same thing with the ego. Instead of finding the true courage, or instead of finding the true confidence, or instead of finding the true authentic voice, we layer it up and pretend that we're good at it. We pretend that we're okay with it. We pretend, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with it. But this channel is for the people who are looking for a way to break through that shield that we built up. And I can assure you, after doing years and years and years and years and years of this work, it is the most rewarding work that you can do for yourself. Because once you break through all these illusions and all these things that you thought you had to be accepted, or to not be judged by other people, or and all of that stuff, all the things you thought you had to be, it's not really you. And it's a huge relief once you can lay it down. You want to sit here, Margie? And here's my little cat. Hey, cutie. You want to say hi? Here you are. Here you are. Here she is. You're the best. Yeah, she's the best. She knows it too. So I wanted to look at these oracle cards, the love oracle cards. And I wanted to look at relationships. Yeah, souls and relationships, and egos and relationships. Big difference, I think. I think. So ego-based relationships. Now you have to find someone who is compatible with the rules and regulations and the ego that you built. So you find someone who built a similar ego, and then the two egos can kind of co-live with each other or correlate. However, if you connect on a soul level, now you can find someone who you can just be natural with, who you can just express yourself with. And sometimes even it happens like you feel so comfortable with this other soul that you meet that you don't even know what you're saying anymore. Like you'd be saying things that you never thought that you would say. And afterwards you'd be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe, did I really say that? Did I really do that? And then it gets all weird because there's something bigger than us, the egos, the shield. There is something bigger than that in play. And this is your authentic self. And you have it. You already are that. That's who you truly are. And so here, I'm trying to find ways that we can together break through the shield of the ego so that you can, it's so much more fun when you can be authentic and be connected and be in the moment. I can assure you that every single ounce of repetition, of finding your triggers, of working on your stuff, every single ounce that you do of that, and focusing on what you can change within yourself to bring yourself into a relationship that is good for you, or to bring yourself into a scenario with other people, any other people, friend groups, anyone, family, all of this. Bring yourself into the equation in a more authentic way. Now you can be an equal part of what you are entering into. And so, love connections, though, they say they're good. I've been single for so long, I can't even remember. But that's okay too. Sometimes you just hang out with a great spirit, and you hang out with your animals and your great spirit, and go hermit for a bit to figure it out. And then you can take whatever you figure out. Now you can take your strengthened self into an elevated relationship. So whenever you draw back, whenever you take some time out to figure yourself out, you're going to bring yourself back into the equation tenfold, 10,000-fold. It's a promise. So we have you showing up here. Needing time, cycles takes time to heal and progressing. So this is you showing up with needing some time, and that is okay. I mean, that's okay. You're going to bring yourself into a relationship from where you're at. So whatever your life looks like now, my guess, my wild guess is that probably most of us are still connected to the matrix. So we go out there and we do the things that we think we're supposed to do, and we feel in the way we're supposed to feel, and we act in a way we're supposed to act, not to be judged, not to be looked down at, not to be laughed at. By the way, people can laugh as much as they want. If you have the truth and you know it, then it won't bother you. You won't take it personally. It's not personal. And so, but taking time to heal, big one. Like if you have so I don't know if I'm the best example, because I've been through a whole lot of crazy stuff in my life, which most people maybe don't have to go through, which I hope. That would be because it's not fun. But going through all these things, like you cannot, if you have been through trauma and you've been through experiences with people completely abandoning you, completely betraying you, completely laughing at your face, completely trying to put you down, completely trying to put fear on you. And if you've been through these kind of things, it takes a while for your soul to sit there and find your core back. And now you can start to rattle and shake that cage that they've built around you of fear, insecurities, jealousy, anger, resentments, all of that. And you can start to rattle your cage and shake it off. And that's where you want to be. Because why would you want to hold on to all these things? And this is the time to heal. This is the time to progress the things that people have done. And also to open up the possibility that maybe by doing a little bit of tweaking on the inside of yourself, you don't need anybody's approval. You don't need anybody's you don't need anybody else to do this. This is something you can do anytime. And so by taking the time to do that, you're changing the game. Now you are in charge of your life. Now you're making the directions. You're setting up where your life is supposed to go. Not the old programs, not the old opinions, not the old people judging you, not the old people trying to get you off of your course. Nope, you reel it back in. Focus on yourself. Find your inner faith, find your inner stability and your inner core and your soul. Yeah. And how about them? Separation. Yeah, separation and needing time to heal, and separation, sadness, bitterness, missing you, thinking about you, uncertain future. Yeah, everything is uncertain in the future. So this is why I love Eckhart Tolle and The Power of Now. Everything is uncertain in the future. The more you think about the future, the more uncertain and fearful you are going to get, and anxious, because you're sitting here like in the moment. Boom, there you are, soul sitting, standing up, laying down somewhere on planet Earth. Unless you're an alien, of course, then you might be somewhere else. I don't know. I don't know all about these things. But the human, here you are, sitting, standing up, or laying down somewhere on planet Earth. And anytime you go out of that particular spot where you're sitting, laying down, or standing up, and you go in your mind to the future, now there's a huge gap because you're here and your future over there. Well, between you and your future, oh, there is so many things that can go wrong. There are so many things that could go right too, but we don't focus on that because then it would all be smooth. It's more the worrying that sometimes come into play when we're sitting in the moment, in the power of now, right there, with the ability also to be completely at peace. Completely at peace and completely just surrendered into the moment. And there is joy there, there is peace there, there's everything that most people want: happiness, joy, peace, love, all the stuff that people really want and also sometimes try to find in their relationships. And so sitting there, okay, so then the sadness, maybe there was some things in the past that was said and done that was uncalled for, or maybe just reactions of feelings. People in feelings, like if there's strong connection here between two people, which I'm gonna assume that this is a soul connection, And with the soul connection, it is going to stir up a lot of stuff inside of us humans, because we're in the shield. We're not usually in the soul, we're in the shield. And the shield doesn't really tell us how to deal with humongous emotions or like just weird ass emotions that you've never felt before. Like soul connections are different, they're going to be intense. So how do you deal with that? Maybe sometimes you lash out in the opposite way. Like now you're lashing out at the people like you did like in when we were young, like children. Like you would maybe run after and pinch the person that you really like them, or like, you know, did stuff to get their attention without like so stuff like that. And then we lash out at one another, and then it's like, okay, are you going to hang on to that, or are you going to let it go and just change those? Some reason this person is triggered by this other person. So when they triggered you, fearful people say fearful things, stupid things. People in fear do and say stupid stuff. So being uncertain about the future, missing you, being sad about it. No, take the time out in the separation to go within. Know that this is, if this is about to happen, it will happen. So there's no need to really be too sad about it. Like allow it to happen, to come in. And the union, the paradise. So okay, so the union. All good things, though, what's the saying, I don't know, all good things are worth waiting for, or whatever. Because okay, the union that is going to come, so there's the clock, someone needs time, you need time, your person is in separation anxiety, and they're like, oh my gosh, this and all that stuff. And then the union, when you come together, is going to be paradise. And that's pretty awesome. That is pretty awesome cards. So the union, when you do come together, because when you do the inner work, when you put a little bit of emphasis and focus on your internal self, you are going to be able to create some paradise with another person on a soul level. Happiness and joy, yes. Playfulness, yes. Enjoying each other, yes. Honeymoon phase, yes. So that's what the union is promising. And then I must say, indeed, it's a very beautiful thing. Let me see this here. Neon Awakening, Spiritual Infusion, 1111. These cards are pretty amazing. And neon, colored. And I don't know how to shuffle really like this, but let me try. Well, okay, here we go. There we go. And so, you on their side, needing some time. See what we got. The moon, something hidden, something that you're working on. Could be some deception, fear of deception, maybe. Seven of Swords. Fear of deception. Fearing also sometimes maybe the Ace of Wands. So you're over here with the moon. Confusion, can't see really things clearly. This is why you're needing time. The Seven of Swords, someone might have been all up in their feelings, all up in their stuff and their fears, or maybe they committed to helping someone else out and then they reeled off the path that they were supposed to do. So now they're stuck. So maybe this person that you've had in your life, they have come around as like being deceptive, leading a double life, being a liar, sneaky, a thief, stealing other people's time, energy, emotions, stealing their attention. And then progressing and processing all these things. This might be why you need time, because of all the hidden stuff that's been going on. And then you'd be worried, or now you're going to need to figure out what is up with this. And but the Ace of Wands is also here, which is a brand new beginning. Passion, new venture, success, good luck, creative spark, attraction, and inspiration. Now, how beautiful is that? Going from being all Yep. So you're over here working on maybe your fears and illusions, working on your own emotions, what is underneath your surface. Seven of Swords, having to learn to trust somebody again if they've been tricking you and doing all kinds of weird stuff. And then the promise of like a passionate new beginning. So this might be the hope that you're holding right there for this connection. And your person. Okay, so your person is learning about God, maybe about spirituality, about growth, about being in the moment. They are also probably then learning about their intuition, which they might not be using at the moment. So they might be very logical. Your person is very logical. And the logical would be the shield. This is the ego. So your person is probably in the ego over there. And then with the ego, then you think that just because it's like higher learning, or it is something with the divine, now you have to be like a religious nut and hop around and be in a Bible thumper and not doing any of the inner work, but just hopping around trying to force everybody else to say the same things. And so that's the ego shield. And then also not using the intuition is like being completely strategic, logical about things, not listening to the gut feeling, not allowing the gut feeling to move you forward or to guide you in your steps. And the Queen of Wands. And this is also someone, your person, they don't understand how attractive they are. They feel like maybe they're not good enough for you. Maybe they're not good enough for you. Maybe you won't like them because you're over here doing a lot of work and igniting the passion within. They're over here thinking that now they have to dress a certain way, or maybe they have to, because you're a spiritual being, then maybe they have to start wearing crystals or they have to start using whatever incense or oils, or but they don't. Like, the spiritual path is more so about clearing your own inner emotional energy, opening up for the blockages that you are carrying inside of yourself. The spiritual journey is truly an inside job. And so your person over here, they feel like they're not good enough, but they don't understand that they already are good enough because you already chose them. And the connection is already there, so there's nothing to prove. But it's also not a good thing to go into a relationship feeling less than, feeling like you're not pretty enough, feeling like you're not good enough, because this is going to ruin the whole connection. So finding a way, how can your person needs to do some work so that they can turn from being feeling inadequate, not enough scarcity. Your person needs to work on that. I am good enough. I am strong. I am beautiful. I am handsome. I have everything I need to make another person happy. Like, and then flip this around so that they can show up in their strength, in their intensity, in their beauty, in their inner soul core, being a leader, being confident, sexy, an organizer, which would be working well with tradition. So your person over here, they need some little bit of work. And this might be also with the sadness. Oh, I'm so sad. I miss you so much. Oh, I'm so sad. I miss you so much. So sad. I miss you so much. Your person, you're over here. You're like, oh, I'm working on myself. I'm like trying to ignite this new passion for this. I'm trying to find it within myself. Person over here is like, oh, poor me, poor me. I'm such a victim over here. No, you can't be a victim. Like, that's very tiresome for anybody to be with a victim. Like, very tiresome. Nobody wants to be with the victim, so don't be a victim. If you are a victim, it's okay too. I was a victim for years and years and years, and I understand fully how my victimized energy was plaguing other people around me, because you cannot lift people up when you're completely down. And most people want to be happy. They want to feel joy and peace and all the good stuff. So your person has some releasing to do. But when you do come together, we got Three of Cups, Reunion. So when you come together, reunion, collaborations, emotional outbreaks, no more confusion. Nope, this will be it. So the Seven of Cups in a reverse, Three of Cups coming together. When this union comes together, when your person is doing some stuff on their poor me attitude and pour some love into themselves and pour up and fill up their own cup, and you do your work with maybe releasing some of this suspicion, then you are going to be in a great place. And when you come together with this union, there is collaboration, friendship, loves, there is emotional outbreaks, there is certainty. There's no more like all the choices. Oh, I don't know what to choose. When you come together, you know that you know that you know that you know. And the Three of Pentacles, collaboration, determined to succeed, teamwork. And this might be like, okay, you're going to find your collaboration together in here. Or maybe you need to learn. That's one thing that you need to learn. When you come together, you have to figure out how to collaborate. Once you come together in this potential paradise union, then you might have to learn how to collaborate with each other, so you can flip this around and be a good team, right? Lovers, team, friends, supporters, annoyers sometimes. And so collaborate, learn how to work together, learn how to be and find the determination to succeed together. Like then you're going to compromise, you're going to find ways to work around things and all that stuff. And then as an overall, 4, patience. So this connection is going to require a little bit of patience. Your desired result is always with feelings want it to happen like yesterday. And so patience is called for. Your desire result isn't arriving fast enough for you, and the universe is asking you not to give up just yet. Don't give up on this union, even if it seems a little bit messy. Everything comes in divine time. Perhaps there is something to learn or karma to clear before it will arrive. Yes, there is something to learn and there's some karma to clear before it will arrive. But when it does arrive, it's going to be very beautiful. So this is something that is worth waiting for. If you are still here, thank you. And Esther and Abraham Hicks, they are saying, we want to encourage you to give more of your attention to what makes you feel good. Like this one over here, this is for your person. Like we want to encourage your person to give more of your attention to what makes you feel good. Not something so radical that you must control every thought. Just make a decision that you will look for what you want to see. You will look for what you want to see. This is a message for both people, you and your person. You will look for, just make a decision, you will look for what you want to see. It's not a difficult decision to make, but it can be a big difference in what you bring into your experience. It can make a big difference in how you come together in your union. And the beautiful light in me, it honors, it loves, respects the same beautiful light in you, soul. Until next time, namaste.